And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. Welcome. Sundays. With me is the Herb, and we are in bar tonight. Yeah, first off, as usual, for the challenger tier. Later, the elite tier. I don't know why I tell literally how it is every week, but yeah, stop me from talking.
Okay, I'll do a little bit of talking of my own. We are here. We nearly outnumber the drivers on the grid, is how it's feeling right now. Only 9 in Challenger, but I do see 18 checked in for Elite, unless I'm mistaken. So some spice will come.
It will what?
What? Some
Oh,
spice
yeah,
will
okay,
come.
yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah.
Nonetheless, yeah.
Elite is
You've
just...
distracted me. What are we doing? Where are we?
Yeah, Elite is probably just 9 Elite drivers and one of the Chally drivers. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Minor details.
Yeah, minor details. You were saying there were 18 people checked in for Elite, which is a good outview.
Yes.
Yeah, Spa, honestly, banging track. I enjoy from the 3 times I've driven it in the past 5 years.
You'll have to tell me why people keep talking about Eau Rouge and Rodillion though. I see that they are turns 2, 3 and 4. I'm not really sure what's special about them.
It's insane elevation, honestly. If you like see IRL footage of it, kind of crazy. I mean, it's conveyed decently in the game as well, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just famous turns. Honestly, every turn around here has like a name. I don't know if you remember like a meme review from like season 5 or 6 where Rakes and Seagull, or was it Rakes and Seagull? I think it was Rakes who was just like making a tour naming every single corner here, because even the one corner that does not have a name is called No Name. Yeah, it's just an old track.
What a lovely name.
Yeah, it's a lovely corner as well. It's a day. So Spa, quickest track on the calendar, highest average speed if I'm not mistaken. Very closely contested with Silverstone, I think. Actually, Silverstone might be slightly higher. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the map, 2/3 of the track is just straight with some wobbles. And Nitro invalidates as the runner.
Straight whips and wobbles describes my sexuality perfectly.
Oh. Yeah, honestly, I have not identified with anything as much as with this.
Well, what about that chicane going into the finish line? That's pretty unusual.
The bus stop chicane. It's called like that because you
bus
literally
stops
stop there.
Oh. Okay. What, and then somebody collects you?
Yeah, I don't know. Ideally not, but this is FS, like, more than likely someone will collect you.
Oh well.
I don't know. Probably there for being safe, because the hairpin would be like one of the most insane braking zones if this was just all the straight. Honestly, like, the pit entry would likely be a little bit dangerous. I don't know why they kept it. There used to be 2 chicanes, actually. I'm on board with Randro right now, and after the upcoming left band, I think, there was, like, another chicane to somewhere, but the way isn't even visible anymore. So yeah, it's only one. Pit entry also mega deadly. It's like Monaco on drugs. Super tight. People will lose their front wing there. I promise.
Don't make any promises. How have we only had one lap time set in the first 5 minutes?
Well, the track is very long. So if you're not going fast, yeah, outlaps is probably gonna be like 2+ minutes, maybe more. Have been a couple of invalidations. Curbs are nice and flat. You can cut across a lot of them. You should cut across a lot of them. Some of them will spin and kill you, but you will have to prevent that. Yeah, invalidations are the thing. Only 9 people. Chelly is a little bit thin today. Not quite sure why. It is apparently just a weekend that is really bad for everyone, because there were like, I think, 8 or 9 active declines. So people that just couldn't make it under no circumstance. So usually it's more, seems like it's just a one-off bad weekend for Challenger. For Elite, we're going to be having 18 drivers. Oh my, Randro is currently outclassing. Where's Fanta even?
True, where is Fanta? Fanta has gained himself a status of becoming quite a memer, I've noticed.
Yeah, Fanta is, I think, not racing this one. He's missing like 3 races or so because he's going a bit on. 41.7, quite quick, Jimsky's saying. Race predictions. Honestly, like, it's only 9 people, Herb. You can probably do them on the fly.
I don't know many of these people.
Yeah, that's true. There are a couple of new men.
I'm not familiar with the Williams drivers.
Randro has been there since the start of the season and is currently leading the championship, I think. He is very fast, clearly visible by the 2-second gap between him and P2. And
I think Nitro, of course, is always in the mix.
Yeah, I think Nitro is good if he is not hitting a wall. He's not been very consistent, I think, but pace-wise, usually definitely in the top 5.
Usually, definitely. Maybe occasionally.
Usually is referring to the times where he did not crash or spin by himself. Wirral Man, I guess we're gonna call him. Or why? How would you pronounce him?
Who?
Second Williams.
Wirral.
Yeah, okay.
Just Wirral. Wirral. That's awkward.
Yeah.
My tongue doesn't like this.
Having the first appearance today, so new reserve as of now. So I think theoretically all the challenge seats are still full.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not feeling it right now.
No, you're like legit here for the first race of the season that has less than 15 drivers, I think. So yeah, we had like 19 at times, and I think. So yeah. Yeah, Sean is new. Has had a little bit of a bunch of incidents.
I have seen one race, Sean.
Yeah. Mainly in quali though. And yeah, I mean, I guess the rest is the usual suspects, right? I don't know if you've heard of this Daddy guy.
Yeah, we get around.
Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, currently on board with Nitro, I think is probably the best bet, together with Martin maybe, to challenge for pole here. Honestly, I think Randro's pace in quali, I think on Jeddah it was actually not amazing. He only got 4th there, but it was like relatively close as well. But otherwise, been pretty good so far. I think like last weekend. Where were we? I already forgot. Fanta and Randro were both on pretty good pace and were even competing in heats. I think Fanta even got podium there. Randro probably not far behind, honestly. I have Dementors. Can't remember.
He forgot.
He did.
Well, we're a little over halfway through the quali session, and there's a little over 3 seconds separating our 7 drivers that have set a lap time. It was a bit hefty.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a few drivers. Number one, it's one of the most technical tracks, and thus most difficult tracks, and one of the longest tracks. So, like, pretty much all the ingredients to create a perfect, unbalanced qualifying. Glenn also with the quali ban for kinda just parking his car in front of Martin's car last week, and oh, it was Spain. I remembered, guys.
It was Spain. Who won last week?
Yeah, I totally know that. Let me totally not open Discord on my phone.
Ah, yes. Professional commentators. What
I
league are
can
we
tell
casting
you
again?
that Fanta won an Elite.
Lovely.
No, he didn't win an Elite. He got P2 in Elite though, which was kind of crazy.
P2 in Elite. But he's not even doing the decency of turning up this week
Yeah,
so we
SMH
can
had, right?
observe his antics.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It was in fact Fanta ahead of Nitro Ocean.
In Chalo.
Rally, yeah. Martin in P4, Steel Sneeze signed up today, not coming apparently. And then Randro only in 6th. So yeah, like of the top 4, or rather, yeah, I guess the top 4, it's only Nitro and Martin here today. Then Randro in 6th, Glenn was in 7th.
Anyone for a Daddy race win today?
Honestly, this might be the one race where you could get me to say maybe. I don't think, like, if he
He just needs to not crash. Obviously.
and he needs Randro to crash, honestly, I think he is. Randro's just
Maybe Nitro as well.
Nitro probably as well, but I trust Nitro enough to crash regardless.
You expect Nitro to get the job done on the crash in front.
Yeah, Martin as well. I think Martin should be quicker than Daddy, but I don't know, man. The man just really loves
Well,
his walls.
at least they're all in the points right now. That's a bonus.
That's true. If they
Just
manage
finish
to
and
drive
get points.
90% of the race time. Also, there's apparently rain coming up in this quali session, so it might be utterly uninteresting towards the very end, if we even see it. I mean, Janeman just said, Janeman, honestly, my OBS is like over the first half of Twitch at 5 minutes until rain, but it's really just 5 minutes until quali ends anyways. Daddy coming in.
That's fine then.
Yeah, Ironman with a big improvement.
What are your thoughts on Belgium as a country?
I don't hate it. Okay, they have good beer, they
Okay.
have nice cheese, decent chocolate, scrappies from there. They have a good racetrack. I don't know, they have a lot of things that, yeah, I wish our country had. A clean sheet with war crimes.
True, honestly. You never live that down. SMH.
Yeah.
Just wasn't thinking long term.
Yeah, true. Like, what were they thinking back then?
Probably just along the lines of, I want Europe.
Yeah, now make
Let's
Germany
have
great
all of
again.
Europe.
Oh man. You think this, like, Russian people are gonna be the same in a couple of years or so? Or will there just not be any left?
Well, just do a sneaky A sneaky engagement in Europe, you mean?
Ah, no, like they're doing a sneaky engagement in the Ukraine right now, but will there be regret?
Oh, do they even? I mean, I don't. I'm not big on politics and such, but my general understanding of it is that a lot of Russian people are kind of not happy to be in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. If you lose a war against a way smaller, or rather, if you're not winning against a way smaller country, I'd not be so happy
It's not a good look
either.
for them. But
Yeah.
no, I meant more the fact that they were engaged in war at all.
Fair, fair.
Like they didn't really see the point of it and such.
To be fair, I think, yeah, I don't know. It's just,
To be fair, I think I don't know. Yep, that sums it
yeah,
up.
I definitely have no clue what I was about to say.
We are here to cast Formula Sundays, and we know nothing else.
Yeah.
Unlucky. And we don't even know that
I
much
was
about
about
Formula
to say,
Sundays.
and
What are we
bro,
doing
don't
here,
ask me about last week, man. I forgot. It's just not there anymore, man. I would say I needed to like store additional information, but honestly, I forgot that as well. Just a black
Oh.
hole.
We'll just
Russia-Ukraine
just
war
sit here
in
in perfect
F1
silence.
terms, please. It's like Stroll not getting past Magnussen without driving him off track. Because I'm sure that happened. I couldn't say with full confidence because I already forgot what happened in the race today.
It's like Pierre Gasly doing all his best performances for Toro Rosso and not Red Bull.
Yeah, that's true. Actually based Toro Rosso reference when it was really just AlphaTauri, but yeah, AlphaTauri was just a made up team, not real.
AlphaTauri can't hurt you.
No, it can't anymore. It's now it's Racing Balls. Racing Balls, no,
Racing
Bulls.
Balls? Who?
It's
Racing
the Hugo
Bulls?
Boss F1 team.
Oh. How's that new team doing? The Goofy R named
Kick.
team.
You mean?
Kick?
Oh no, wait, was it? Oh god, I forgot the name. Is it Kick Sal? No, Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber? I think it's Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber. Andretti is not coming until 2026 because they are apparently not competitive, which is a statement uttered in the same year where one competitor has one car crashed and then they don't have the spare parts present to rebuild it, so they only race one car.
Oh yeah, I did read something about that actually.
Yeah,
now I think
Williams.
about it. Yeah. It's got to be tough when you're the driver of that other car and they just don't rate you enough that like you get one car and you're not in it.
I mean, if you're Logan Sargent though, like you kinda did it to yourself. Like it's not like he didn't have a year of ass performances prior to this. So yeah, Brandro has just finished the lap, Martin has invalidated in Eau Rouge, and Nitro is really not fast anymore, so I don't think we have anything to watch out for apart from maybe Daddy, who is fast but who will most likely run out of fuel and I don't know, explode or something. Plus rain. Plus ratio.
It's okay though because it's going to rain soon, so that'll put the fire out. He's planned his fuel strategy well.
Oh, you say that, but the Chinese F1 track in free practice was on fire twice in a session where it rained.
Oh, what? How?
Apparently there were like sparks and the grass just kinda combusted spontaneously. And then it burnt a little bit.
Fair.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if there was natural hazards like that in Rocket League, like the field just catches fire.
Honestly,
And
that
it
would be
demos you
very
if you
cool.
go over it. No, nah, don't think so.
I thought you were
concept
going
is
like
cool.
a different route, where you were saying like You want to include like Mario Kart, Bowser's Castle style lava fountains
No,
on an F1
I
track
meant like
to make it more.
I meant like full-on natural disasters, like earthquake causes the pitch to tilt, kind of shit.
That's funny. I can imagine that being an absolute pain in the ass. But, hey, it would be fun. There is a tornado. Yeah, I get. But only if you choose to have it in game. You should be forced to have a tornado in your game, right? This is why nobody's playing Rocket League anymore. Are people playing?
I played Rocket League a couple of days ago. It was a 6-man's queue.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
We won as well.
Oh damn. I mean, what do
still
you mean you
no ball.
won? Aren't you like rotating all the time? Isn't everyone winning it?
No. Well, no. You queue and it's a best of 5 on those teams. So there are winners and losers.
Well,
Your boy's a winner.
Here's one winner and a bunch of losers. It's Randro and P1 for now. For the start, Nitro just, yeah, barely edging Martin there. Followed by Wirror Man and Monsieur Genier.
Riverman.
And then it is Daddy, Sean, and Astral. Glenn with the quali ban here. Honestly, it's not too bad, like starting from P9. Not saying this is where you usually end up anyways, but like...
You're nearly at the front.
Yeah, it's...
Like,
it's
compared to
still in the
starting
midfield,
P20,
right?
your grid position's
Yeah.
alright.
But yeah.
But yeah, Randro in the position that you expect him to be, I suppose.
So we have a formation lab even, so even more time to talk about random stuff. Did you watch F1 today? I presume not.
It was early, wasn't it? I know
It was at
Verstappen
9.
won,
I mean...
but yeah, I was at work.
Yeah, shocker. Oh yeah, I forgot. Working on weekend. Unchristian times. Ah, yes, don't remind me. Well, waiting for players. Ain't that many. Yet the wait. There. So predictions. I guess like Randro P1 is probably about as safe of a bet as saying Verstappen P1.
We'll see. There's always the possibility of death, as you mentioned.
That's true. Who's the Paris in this? I don't think we have a Paris actually.
Perez, you'll have to explain further.
Kinda ass, but he's still quick enough. Even though he kinda wasn't today, but yeah. Martin is definitely Lando Norris, I think. Yeah, so like P3. Young gun, battling every race, bottling, sorry, every decent race he has. Kirby disconnecting.
Oh no. My
Golly.
game crashed.
Was kind of lagging a little bit here as well, but given that you're not host, I hope nothing seriously broke. Seriously break.
Thoughts on the new WRC competition?
Oh hell yeah! If you haven't read it, or like figured in the week where we brought a WRC bot onto the server, there's gonna be a WRC rally competition. I think first off we're trying like a format, like just an opener to get people into it, where it's like one stage per day. You have like, I think it's a set 24-hour span within like where you can have one official try onto the stage with the car. Run in EA clubs. And yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And then maybe later, after this one, we will try to set up something weekly if the interest is there, and potentially stream that as well. And we may see. And there might be other games coming in the future, but honestly, who can say what exactly? From what I've heard of the beta testers of the upcoming F1 game. It's absolutely ass. So we might just keep running F1 23 like simultaneously to F1 24.
I'm back in the game.
But F1 is definitely supposed to be and stay the main competition for now. No real reason to deviate from running the F1 games on a Sunday evening. That left nipple, yeah. Yeah.
Can you blame him?
Honestly. Wait, I'm not sure if I was ever, like... we're not getting into that, whether you had the left nipple or not. Just gotta invite me to your wedding, Martin, man, and you get the left nipple as well. So, race start. Yeah, I think top 3 is honestly how I would predict the podium. Daddy can maybe, like, get some action and turbulence going into that with a decent start. But let's see for now. Lights are on. And we hear engines and lights out. But now we go. And Randro getting a decent one here. Immediately over to the right, or rather left there. Martin cut across there. Good start from him. Up to P2 already. Side by side with Nitro though, who had the better line through the hairpin. Back and front, and they're gonna go not side by side through Eau Rouge. Wise decision. Daddy, I think, lost the position as expected, as did Wuroman on Monsieur Genier. As both of the medium starters there not having the same level of grip in the start. Very close here between Nitro, Martin and Monsieur Genier, but... Whoa! Martin almost making contact with Nitro there, cutting the track a little bit. That's going to be a warning for him. And... yeah, everybody got away nice and cleanly, as you would probably expect from such a small grid.
Yeah, so far so good. No dead drivers means more joy for us in the casting booth.
Now you said it. Look at Daddy assassinating... oh no, it's Glenn.
I've just seen that it's only 15 laps. You were not kidding about the race length.
Oh yeah, it's not very long. And Glenn has lost it, in fact. Just as I said, he's about to kill Sean.
Glenn, no.
Well, he was about to kill Sean, but he died in the process. So, yeah. Glenn, one of the persons, I think, who would be fighting for podium here. But, unfortunately, gonna be an uphill battle for him now. Further up here, Martin is past Nitro. For now. Nitro running very wide here. Could have been a warning as well already. Yeah, track limits left and right here so far. It's gonna be a big thing here, especially if there is no safety car or such. Why attendance so low? I don't know, I think people just legit are all busy this weekend. It's not like people are just gone and didn't check in or something, but there's like 8 people or something who checked in that they can't make it tonight. So that implies to me that they wanted to make it. It went through the effort of saying, well, it isn't happening. So apparently it's 18 drivers for Elite, so it should be a little bit better later, but this is just a little bit of a more quiet race then. Further back, oh, Daddy and Astral. And Daddy loses yet another position here. Cockbends. Yeah, for sure.
Daddy race win not looking ideal currently.
He has the strategy.
Yeah, he's in the mediums. We'll allow him to cook. My leaderboard is completely messed up. Apparently Randro is leading by a lap.
Yeah, that happens. It will fix itself on the next. I'm not entirely sure why.
I know he had a good start, but it was not that good.
Yeah. Used this item already. Mr. Bullet builds himself a lap in front.
Oh, imagine if there was a sequel to Mod Nation Races.
Oh man, I love that game. Holy moly!
I was because you saying use this item already. I was just thinking of the
yeah, the flash thingy, right?
The triple boost or whatever it was from Mod Nation Races, and it did like 3/4 of a lap in one button press.
Oh, this game was so good. I mean, even if they just ported it to PC and it would be the exact same thing, I would still play it again.
Honestly, yeah, it would still be good. It was
Yeah.
so ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was really a banger. It's kind of like, honestly, Little Big Planet karting wasn't bad, but it like kind of felt like a rip-off of Mod Nation Races.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
Plus, like, even though the level editor like gave you more things and more like precise things you could do, you really didn't want to. Like, the editor was so goated in Mod Nation. It built so cool tracks so quickly. I don't know, man. Maybe we should make a
these
leak
days,
with that.
These days they'd put all that in DLC and it would never all be in the game at one go, but they just released it back then. It was such a simple time. Where did it all go wrong?
Man, I asked for this game for Christmas, and I remember that I was like, I don't know, I was like a little kid, and I misspelled the name of the game and almost didn't get it. Oh
Man.
When times were good.
There's
Well,
nothing even really close to that these days. I mean, I like Forza, but
Trackmania is honestly like, it's less just for fun. It's like more of a serious game, I feel. But like from the content and the things you can do in there, building
I mean
tracks.
that lacks the actual racing element of it, of course, where you're against other people and like you can interfere with them and such. But yeah, I agree. The track creation in Trackmania is definitely immense. I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, of course, like all the story even was very nice. The kart design was like super cool. All this stuff obviously doesn't apply. To be honest, I've seen another game recently where it's sort of like more of a party game maybe. Like you drive several rounds and you keep building the track as you go. As we see Daddy going past Astral here. Oh, and Martin retired. Oh, it has happened already.
he's
oh,
gone.
My boy.
God bless.
Oh,
Doing the Lord's
how did you even
work.
run over there? Oh, I hope Nitro didn't just kill a man here. Man, Martin is like, I don't know. Really want to root for him every single time, and then he just looks amazing and just kills himself at some point. Shame. One day we will find a track without any walls. Surely.
We can only hope.
But yeah, that is treacherous curbs for you there. I think track conditions are not the greatest neither. It's like pretty grey out there, so I assume the track temperature is like relatively low and thus the grip isn't amazing. Race resumed. There is a drive-through, but I'm not quite sure who had it. I think it is Sean. You're not losing a shit ton of time in this pit lane, I think. Oh, and what? Daddy? Already coming in? Does he have damage or something? Or is he having a drive-through as well?
I don't think he has a penalty.
Because this is like a super early pit stop if you don't want to exchange front wing. Yeah, what? Huh? Okay, maybe he's just going for the mega undercut. Yeah. Oh, Daddy is just following the strategy that was proposed to him. When I hovered over him, the game proposed a 2-stop strategy where the first stop is between lap 5 and 14 and the second stop is between lap 10 and 14.
Ah, yes, he'll do it. He can do his second pit stop first.
So
then.
Stupid. I mean, it's lap 5, right? Like, he can go to the end now, pretty certainly.
What about these soft runners, actually? How long have they got?
They will have a while. Honestly, if, like, pit strategy for medium hard says lap 8 to 14. So the game thinks you can drive on the medium for 14 laps reasonably well. So surely the softs hold on for like at least 7 or 8.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you do have to pit at some point. This is honestly, I can see why Daddy has done this pit now.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of stuck behind Astral anyways, not really able to overtake because of inferior tires. So he might just well... Oh, Sean has
There's a yellow
binned
flag.
it.
Yep. Rip Sean.
He does not seem to have any damage, really. Genier coming into the pits, activating the pit limiter like 2 kilometers away from the actual pit lane.
See, why is he pitting?
Probably scheduled.
Even though you could go longer.
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't get it.
I think he
I
could
don't
also have
get
gone
it.
mediums, but he's just going for the safe play here, I guess, with the hearts.
Could be quite tight here between him and Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy's gonna have a little bit more speed. You'd think like, oh yeah, Engineer is like a good bit away, but let's just jump on board with Daddy here. He will catch a lot through these turns, and especially through the upcoming ones, because old hearts ain't turning a lot.
They are just exiting the second DRS zone though, so might have a little while. But actually, are there any overtaken areas in these upcoming sections?
You're very close, you cannot overtake here. If you're on the inside, like just squeeze the other person very wide.
That seems risky.
Yeah, I would generally not recommend it. It's happened around the outside of No Name just before as well. This here is a Death Wish taken side by side, because you can barely take it full speed even. You usually just follow through here as well, and I think the next spots are into the bus stop and into the hairpin after the start-finish straight, even though you're like kind of stupid if you overtake there, because you're just gonna get re-overtaken in the DRS straight after. So yeah, after the DRS straight, of course, into the chicane is also a great spot. But yeah, you can like send one here if you're close.
Well, here we go now. Start, finish straight. Daddy is in the overtake mode.
Yeah, but I think it's just to gain ground for the real move coming up, and because he has a...
Just noticed this Haas car. It's sponsored by Google, isn't it?
I think...
Because the driver helmet has got like a Google.
Oh my god, no. I think this
head.
is a design that Daddy has. The helmet is not part of the car, you can choose your own helmet. Daddy almost lost it there, and almost died, which is why we did not see an overtake. The McLaren is sponsored by Google though, I think. Oh yeah, there's like little Google Chrome logos on front wheels. It loss is like 19 seconds. Okay, fair enough. That is actually not much. I wonder if we're seeing some tasty two-stoppers in Elite. Some alternate strategies.
Surely a two-stop is like a kiss of death for the guys at the back.
What do you mean?
Well, the amount of time that you lose from it.
19 seconds is not so much actually. And
yeah, but in a 15-lap race.
Oh yeah, but Elite is gonna be 21, I think. Not that it's much more, but it is a little bit more. And you can, given it's a long track, you gain a lot more on better tires as well. Like you can, I think there's a second at least of distance between the tire sets. And if people are going medium hard and you can go medium soft, you like gain 2 seconds per lap on the softs onto the hards. Might be working. $22 laps, okay. Yeah, I thought full distance was 42 laps. 22 laps even, so it's basically a marathon. No. Well, we have some battles going on here soon, I guess. Monsieur Genier and Daddy now running into Wirrowman with the cold tires. Astral has lost a sizable amount to Daddy, honestly, with his overcut. Daddy was stuck behind Astral before, and now Astral is 4.5 seconds behind Daddy. Oh my god, and Genier pushed wide there. Or, well, went for a move that wasn't on or something. Definitely lost the position though. And well, Daddy podium, question mark?
It could be back on, you never know. But race win looks a little far off the mark with this significant lead that Randro has.
Yeah, it's honestly the only thing that could salvage this safety car in 3 or 4 laps when Randro's just past the pits. Oh, Daddy, going for it into the bus stop, probably.
The bus stop. It's a good name.
I think,
we like the bus stop name.
so given that this, I think, is all former public roads, it is not entirely, like, this could be misremembering it, but I think it was an actual
bit of
bus
contact
stop.
there.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
Daddy was forced off the track, and Wirral has snuck in between them.
Astral is just enjoying the hell out of this. Gained 2.5 seconds in the last lap onto these 3.
I mean, I'm no ref, but I don't think there was much in it, the contact. It was just a little bit of incidental between the two drivers that were side by side.
It's okay. No, I'm not incriminating myself into potentially saying my verdicts here. Well, another contact there, and Glenn and Nier lost a sizable amount there. It's like a 4-man battle in a bit. But yeah, the dive into the hairpin, I think, definitely a little bit over-eager by Genier there. Oh, what's happening here? Astral with the best tires, but I think Glenn has pretty decent pace around here. He's made up all the deficit he had from spinning in the start. Really just waiting for a tiny mistake there between the two in front, and there he has it. And it is Genier in the wall. I am not sure if there was contact or not, but it was death regardless.
Well, another one bites the dust. There will only be a maximum of 7 point scorers in this race. Virtual safety car means no closing up, right?
Oh, there is like a calculated race pace at every single point. Race, like, I don't know how they calculate it, honestly, like the weight of the car and whatever. And they add like 35 or 50% even to that time. Just, this is your target time, you can't go slower than that.
Yes, this is what I thought.
No, you can't go quicker than that.
Sure.
You can't go slower than that would be a little bit opposite of what you're trying to achieve. But yeah,
True.
Daddy has made it up to P3 now. And Astral is down to P6. Glenn has gotten through. But he has, of course, I think it's a 3-second corner cut penalty, Glenn. That might come back to bite him. And yeah, Roman and Daddy definitely very willing to try to force the car ahead. Some mistakes. Going very, very close and some turns. Threatening to go side by side. Probably the best. I only because I think everybody's
here we
just
go
not
again.
there. Yeah, I was about to say, I've said the
And
exact same words like 5 times today.
just put it in the stream title at this point.
Yeah, man. It's only 4 more laps. It's not worth it. There's gonna be plenty for elite, but rally drivers just miraculously, I think they're all at, I don't know, your mum's house or something.
Quick, get over there. Fanta Minim's doing a Fanta business.
Who's finishing first? Oh well, let's see who's finishing ahead here between Daddy and Roman. And it seems like Daddy is not coming out on top this time around. To no surprise, as he didn't have DRS. Even gets passed by Glenn as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I've a guess that. Oh wait, what? Yeah, apparently had a puncture. Maybe there was like, honestly, I wasn't aware that you can get punctures by contact. I presume because the tires were not old enough. Interesting. I mean, that's cool. I've never seen anyone like get a puncture when they should have gotten one. So let's see. Astral cooking something up on Daddy here. Move to the outside. Daddy, they're really squeezing Astral, and ultimately staying ahead. Further up, no. Just here, Glenn still behind.
What is Glenn's time penalty?
3, I think, this corner cutting. I'm not.
Well, he is going to get past Wiror. But of course, that's not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things as long as the penalties stay as they are.
Yep. Astral has gotten through Daddy as well, which is not a big surprise really. But it's hard to be half a second behind at the start of the lap and not overtake someone on the DRS. Right? And then it's probably just following through for the rest of the lap again. Middle sector is really where you can try and get away from the car behind. And honestly, yeah, let's just show some Randro. He's not gonna get any screen time after this anymore neither. There's really nothing proximate to this man. It's just starting his 13th lap. Gonna be 3 more, and then it is his win unless he chokes it somehow.
Something very bad would have to happen.
Oh my. Glenn just lost his car there and did lose a position. Was it all part of the great Haster plan? To be behind on the next straight so he can overtake again?
It reminds me of the lead changes that they do in Elite sometimes, where it's just those 5 guys bundled together at the front, swapping positions.
I'm looking forward for that. There's always the risk of death.
True, and we like death.
To an extent, yes.
We tolerate death.
To an extent, yes. In-game, in-game.
In-game, in-game.
Well, no overtakes here on this straight. The Haas's seem to not really have the top speed. Or the intent.
This game is realistic.
Yeah, honestly, Haas is a banging team right now. Hülkenberg has 3 top 10 finishes. My man's cooking.
Okay.
Really just like Red Bull is by far the best team. Then it's Mercedes and oh no, it's Ferrari and McLaren in second and third. Don't know which order. Then definitely Mercedes fourth and Aston fifth. And then it's already Haas. Like I don't know, they're not that bad.
What, 6th out of 10?
Yeah. Given that you
this
were
is
like
not...
2 seconds slower per lap in the last season than
Yeah,
everybody
that's
else.
true.
Like, it's good. Alpine have somehow managed. I think they have recovered a little bit. For the first 3 races, their car was actually slower than last season's car. They did evolve backwards.
That actually takes skill to do that.
Yeah, honestly.
We're on the penultimate lap. There is no major position changes, but Daddy may have some other ideas about that as he approaches the rear of Astral. Doesn't have a lot in the tank to try and make this happen. They're side by side as they exit the corner, but a good move from Daddy in the end.
Yes, sir. Nicely through. It's really just the Haases and their combat partners providing us with content here. Yeah, left session. Yeah, Randro is about to be on his last lap, half a lap before everybody else's. I don't think Glenn is gonna gain that second still, unless can just lose Burroman right now and like not give him any slipstream or DRS at all. That's gonna be like a very tough task. And honestly, Astral and Burroman here respectively in the prime positions. Burroman regardless, because he's gonna go ahead with a time penalty, but Astral as well. He's gonna be ahead at the end of the next DRS straight, unless he tries to overtake right now, which I would have honestly let happen if I was Daddy. But no, he stays behind. Smart enough. Let's see if the Williams can go by on track. Oh my, Astral must have had a horrible exit here. Or he might have just lost DRS. You can't stay that far behind. Daddy's just gone and gonna claim P5 here, most likely. Williams trying to go around the outside, but there's nowhere near enough speed on the car to go through. Oh my, and a big snap there off track.
Well, Rancho is just about to enter Sector 3, and that means the race is nearly over. As these 9 Challenger drivers have done their best to provide us entertainment. We got
Ooh,
the...
we got another spin and crash here. Wirroman will concede at least one position to Daddy here, but what is Astral even doing? He's lost so much time. Does he have like a flat spot or something? Can't see really. But Randro is coming through, taking easy points in the championship here against Fanta, who is not even here. Nitro, I think, pretty much a must-have P2 in this lineup as well. And Glenn here, with the spin of Roman here, will actually claim a podium here with P3. Oh my. Astral there being re-overtaken by the Williams in the last turn. And Daddy coming home in 4th. Sean, after his speeding under VSC, drive through a good chunk behind everybody else. Still gonna claim some respectable points. I think it is 6. Yeah.
Well...
Yeah. I mean, it's always a little bit of a less eventful race with so few drivers. I hope that's gonna be different in a few minutes for Elite. Hmm. There's really not much more to say about this. A dominant win by Randro, really without any competition here today. And Nitro as well, they're just cruising in second place there. And then we have Glenn, I think, with a very good recovery drive after lap 1. Could have really mixed it up with the top guys, I think, if he didn't have that spin so early. Because apparently he had the pace to both close the gap that he was finding himself in after lap 1 and overtake a whole bunch of drivers to get home to P3.
But it's all Jova.
It do be.
Randro wins Challenger. Obviously a thanks to the drivers that did make it this week. Otherwise, there may not have even been a race.
Yeah. So, break time. You see the standings here, the scoreboard. Randro claiming fastest lap point as well. And I am not sure why Martin deserved points and Monsieur Genier didn't. But fair enough. Neither of them will get them.
Mine's crash was so good that the game was like, I
Yeah,
got you, fam.
well, here, have some pity points. No. Regardless, we're gonna go into a quick break and we'll be back in about, I think, 15 minutes, 20. And show you a very much fuller Elite tier grid then. So enjoy yourselves in the meantime.